Okay, I think it's gonna cut off again, but yeah, the energy is still there. It still lingers because you've taught these people for so long how to treat you. And they're used to you being a certain way, so they're like, okay, now you're acting funny. Well, the funny thing is when you explain to people what they're doing and how they're making you feel, they tell you, oh no, I'm not doing that. And it's like, well, hold on, because this is how I'm feeling that you're doing. And you're saying you're not doing it. Well, that doesn't it both of those things don't match, because this is, I'm telling you how you're making me feel, but you're saying no, that's not what you're doing. No, it may not have been your intention to cause the emotion that you're causing, the feelings that you're causing. However, that does not mean that my feelings are not valid. And I get that, oh, you're too sensitive. Fuck you. That is my response to the, oh, you're too sensitive. Don't be so sensitive. Don't take things personally. Well, when you are a when you are an empath and you have the gift of discernment, on top of years of emotional, mental abuse. I was not physically abused, thank God. But emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially, in a lot of cases, it's hard and it hurts. And it's like being in this dark tunnel or this dark well, this hole, because it's a well, because you're down in the bottom of this thing in your emotions, and you're trying your damnedest to come out of it, but it's like their hands. I don't know if you guys remember the labyrinth, but when I know her first name is Jennifer, I can't remember her last name, when she fell down the hole. She fell down this hole and there were hands grabbing on her. That is what it feels like when you are trying to overcome years of that type of abuse. And then, you when you don't learn those lessons, you continue to draw people in. That's how you get to the whole shape shifting thing, when it's, when you haven't closed the cycle with one person, and you just, you walk away and you hold on to that energy is still there. You draw in another person with the same energy. It may be a different look, but it will be the same exact tactics, and it'll just be another cycle of learning that lesson that you have to learn so that you can graduate. I have graduated on some instances. On other instances, I'm still going through another cycle. And it is frustrating because it's like, okay, why can't I get this? Why can't I cut this off and move forward? And it is a lot of clearing, a lot of looking at yourself and trying to still be the light, but also just being so much in the dark and in your depth that it is very hard to see sometimes. Um, it's just it when you are an empath and you take on other people's emotions, problems, and feelings, and you've done that your entire life. You've done that your whole life. To, you feel other people's feelings and you know what they're going through, and not only do you empathize, you put yourself in their position, but you also sympathize with them, and then that draws them in to wanting to draw more light from you because they cannot create it for themselves. So you keep feeding it because you have the complex of helpy helperton. You're always the dutiful daughter, the dutiful sister, the dutiful wife, the dutiful, you're always, you're always told, oh, you have to be nice to people. Nice people, get further in life. But then when the nice person says no, oh, they are the devil. When the nice person puts up a boundary and says, you're doing too much, you're overstepping my boundaries. And then you not only tell them that they're overstepping your boundaries, but then you call them out on the specific thing, they act like they don't know what you're talking about. And then it becomes more manipulation, and then you're even more angry and you're even more hurt. And I hate throwing this word around because so many people use it. Narcissistic people who don't have an identity of their own and don't want to go searching for it because they know there are things about themselves that they have to change. And most people think, I'm not changing, it's too much work, too many people know me as this, worrying about their reputation, about whatever, and worrying about the outside and what outside things look like rather than the focus of evolution. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my mother. I have siblings. Siblings do have that have children, yes. But siblings with multiple rooms in their homes. But because I don't have children and I am a single woman, I am held responsible for the care of an adult who's capable and also has other children that can be of more service and help than I can. And I am doing my best to, work the way that I need to and want to work with additional things on me that shouldn't have to be. And I don't like, this is not some kind of smear campaign of, oh, my family is awful. No, they're not awful. I love them. I love my family. Are there things that need to be healed? You're fucking right, there are. And a lot of it has to start with me and has started with me. But the more I stand up, the more pushback I get, the more I am demonized and ostracized for speaking my truth. And it's painful, it's hurtful. And I take on so much of that it weighs me. And it is all my fault because I'm still trying to please other people. So I ask for your prayers and I give you mine. This is, this is probably a rare TT talk, and I don't know how many of these will do, but this one right here was just something at the wee hour of the morning that I needed to express, and I do hope this helps. I do hope that me telling my story and me giving my insights, my inner thoughts on, you know, everything is not peaches and cream. Okay? But there are still rainbows, you know, there are still moments that can be the most beautiful and to be cherished. So, again, I hope this helped, and I send you all love, blessings, and light. Take care.